Chapter 13. The Birth of the Fifth True Dragon. The Void Dragon. From the previous chapter. Don't worry, Master, because the analysis of individual Veldava's True Dragon factor has been completed. And the integration of Master's skills is also completed. Now that evolving into a True Dragon is possible, would you like to evolve into a True Dragon? If I were to evolve right now, then I would be able to take this attack head on, right? Yes. It will be an easy task. Then start my evolution into a True Dragon. Continue. Understood. But Master, I suggest undoing the True Dragon release and restoring Master's magic to his full count. Why is that? In doing that, Masters can reach optimal evolution. I see. In that case, create a communication link between me and the 3 dragon siblings. Understood. Creating a link between the Master and 3 dragon siblings, the successful Master can talk to them while using thought acceleration. That's good. Hey guys, can you come here? Rimuru, do something or else the world will be doomed, Veldora. Geez, calm down, Veldora. Rimuru. Yes, calm down, Veldora. And Rimuru, do something about it. We can't do anything now. You are the only one who can do something. Velzard. Yes. Big brother has lost his mind. Do something. Hurry up, Velgrynd. Calm down, guys, I will save all of you. This attack is nothing. I just want you guys for something. Rimuru reassuringly. What is it? Velzard. I want to undo the True Dragon release and restore my energy to its fullest. So you guys just have to return to me. Rimuru. Wait, all this time you are fighting with being low on energy. Velgrynd. Yes. Rimuru. And how actually we are turning to you make your energy to its full, Velzard? Actually, when I absorbed you, the 3 true dragons, at that time, I, Ciel, completely analyzed you and turned you into my energy and ultimate skills. And if I, Ciel, didn't convert you into ultimate skills, you were dead already and would need to resurrect again like you naturally should. But because I converted you into an ultimate skill, you can live even after dying by using my energy as your own. But it is possible to take you back and restore my energy to its full count. Rimuru. So basically, we are using your energy all this time. Velgrynd. Yes and no. Rimuru. I don't understand anything, Veldora. It's like this, Veldora. I have analyzed you and turned you into ultimate skills that work like your heart, and the energy that I gained when I absorbed all of you is essentially yours. It's just like I am giving the energy that I absorbed from you back to you, and after using True Dragon release, you can use that energy however you want. You can also grow strong, get skills, and become stronger than before. So basically, that's it. Rimuru. I see, now I get it. Veldora, Velzard, and Velgrynd in unison. Then I would like to undo the True Dragon release. Rimuru. Well, don't worry, you can count on me, Veldora. Well, I guess we can do that. Velzard and Velgrynd are unsure. Okay, then, I am going to undo the True Dragon release. Rimuru. Ciel does it. Understood, undoing the True Dragon release. When Ciel undoes the True Dragon release, Rimuru's magicules suddenly increase, but they are still less than Veldava's. Veldava's current existence value is 660,505,800, and it's still constantly increasing because of the Stardust energy. On the other hand, Rimuru's existence value is also drastically increased by undoing the True Dragon release. His total current existence value is around 325,805,500, and it's still constantly increasing because of the Eternal energy. Rimuru 125,805,500 plus 200 million True Dragon release. Just as Rimuru's energy reached its full count, Ciel started Rimuru's evolution into a True Dragon, and at the same time, one announcement was heard by the whole world, be it heaven, hell, the spiritual world, the material world, the outer world, or whatever place it is in the tensura world, and that is. Notice. The birth of the new True Dragon, the 5th True Dragon in existence and the first True Dragon of nothingness. The embodiment of nothingness, the Void Dragon, has been born. That's what the voice of the world announced to the whole cardinal world. Rimuru Pav. What is happening is that the voice of the world is announcing my evolution. I just made a promise with Veldava some time ago, and now the voice of the world has made this announcement. How am I going to keep my identity secret now? And why didn't Ciel stop the announcement? Did she intentionally let the announcement go on? You know what, screw everything, I don't care anymore. Well, one thing is good, and that is that it didn't announce my name. Dirt person Pav. And with that, Rimuru's evolution into the True Dragon started, and his body started to glow. Just as the voice of the world announced that, it continued, but this time it was only heard by the True Dragons. Changing species from primordial demon to True Dragon was successful. Merging material, physical, and spiritual bodies. Successfully, individual Rimuru-tempest can stay in the spiritual and material worlds without needing any physical body. All physical abilities has enhanced greatly. Magical capacity has enhanced greatly. Acquiring intrinsic skills of the True Dragon species was successful. New intrinsic skills, Dragon Spirit Hockey, Universal Sense, and Universal Shapeshift, have been acquired. Acquiring True Dragon Magic was successful. The new True Dragon Magic Void Magic has been acquired. Integrating previous Void Magic into new True Dragon Magic. Void Magic was successful. Acquiring all previous skills is successful. All previous skills required. Acquiring all previous nullifications was successful. All previous resistance and nullifications have been required. Acquiring additional mental attack nullification. Successful mental attack nullification has been acquired. That concludes the evolution. But it seems Ciel has some different plans. I, on the name of Manas, Ciel, order you the voice of the world to grant a dragon form and a gender. Male to individual Rimuru-tempest. The quest confirmed acquiring true dragon form successful. Now individual Rimuru-tempest can change between human form and dragon form freely. Giving gender male to individual Rimuru-tempest successful. Just as Rimuru's evolution was complete, his magic skyrocketed. Right now, his magic count is greater than Veldava's suppressed magicule's count, and it's still constantly increasing by turn null energy. And after evolving into a true dragon, he can use the turn null energy as his own energy, just like Veldava uses his stardust energy. After finishing his evolution, Rimuru started to release an Amanus ore that screamed death, destruction, dominance, power and authority, which started to shake the whole world violently. But Ciel managed to retract his aura as much as possible. Now that the light has died down, we can see Rimuru floating in the air. Now he has a pair of draconic wings sprouting on his back, a sword in his hand, and a calm expression on his face. His appearance has also changed. His face now looks more like a male, and his body has also become more manly than before. His height has now also increased. It is now 183 centimeters, 6 feet. He appeared to be between 18 and 20 years old, with long silvery bluish colored hair. Long enough to reach a little more than his lower back. Right now, his main outfit consists of black pants and a black sleeveless long shirt, accented with white boots and white stripes, respectively. The arms have black detached long sleeves with golden ornaments at the top, as well as a golden collar piece around the neck. The white rope-like belt has a metal loop at the back for the purpose of tying the scabbard of a sword, aka True Dragon outfit from Ellen. All in all, he became more beautiful and handsome than before. His sword also has 3 different colored diamond-like things in it. This is True Dragon Nucleation, one of Rimuru's skills. Right now, Rimuru has turned the 3 true dragons Velzard, Velzard and Velgrynd into nuclear cores, and combined them with his sword. Right now, Rimuru's sword is the strongest sword in the world. His sword has reached the same rank as Veldava's sword, a Genesis grade sword. The existence value of his sword alone is 230M. Sword 15M plus 215M True Dragon Nucleation. True Dragon siblings get some boost in power because of them being connected with Rimuru and Rimuru's evolution. In addition to that, his body has also become as strong as mythical grade metal. Just as the light died down, Rimuru brought his hand in front of him, and said these words in a calm voice, as if the attack that was heading towards him, which could destroy the world if he dodged it, were nothing. Devour all things, void god. As that. For the first time in this world, the ultimate and most powerful skill in its entire existence bared its fangs in this world. The attack that could destroy the world in a matter of seconds was completely devoured in just the 10th part of a second. Devoured energy has been stored in imaginary space. Turning stored energy into master energy is successful. And just like that, Rimuru's magic count has increased by almost 100 million, 100M. Seeing this, Veldava was completely shocked because he was sure that he could defeat Rimuru with this attack. But he completely forgot about his shock and started to laugh wholeheartedly. At this point, Veldava has realized that Rimuru has already surpassed the current, suppressed state. And he can no longer defeat him by using offensive moves. So he decided to use Castle Gord for the time being, and wait for the opportunity. But sadly, he doesn't know that Castle Gord is no problem for the current Rimuru. Hey Ciel, is there a new way for me to break Veldava's barrier? Master, after completing the integration in Master's evolution into True Dragon's ultimate skills, have been strengthened more than before. Now one of the sub-skills of As the Thighs of Destruction can destroy, nullify, or erase anything. And if Master uses that skill, then Master can destroy the Castle Guard of Veldava easily. I see. Thanks for the help, partner. And one more thing. I love you. Ciel's experience has stopped working. Phew. After finishing his talk with Ciel, Rimuru, he closed his eyes, looked towards Veldava, and smirked. I guess it's time for me to get serious, huh? It was a good fight, Veldava, but it's time to end this battle. Rimuru said. As Rimuru said, he opened his eyes, and a strange red pattern appeared in his golden eyes. Just as Rimuru opened his eyes, Veldava's castle Gord shattered like it was made of glass. Seeing his unbreakable and strongest barrier in the world Castle Gord shattering in front of his eyes, Veldava was shocked. Because it's the first time that anyone has managed to break the Castle Gord. Now Veldava understands that he doesn't stand a chance against the current Rimuru. Maybe if he had tried before his evolution, he would be able to defeat Rimuru, or if he stopped suppressing his power and stopped holding back, he could also defeat Rimuru, but he wouldn't because if he did that, the world would get some serious damage, and even Rimuru could recreate the world. Veldava didn't want to take a risk about it. So he decided to fight in this state and see what was going to happen. Even though Veldava has this kind of thought, he is unaware that even with Rimuru's evolution into a true dragon, his existence value is lower than his, but with his evolution, his battle-fighting prowess has increased by unimaginable times. So even if Rimuru has less existence value than Veldava's overall existence value, Rimuru can still defeat him. And Rimuru can defeat Veldava despite having less existence value, because, in this world, existence value doesn't determine how strong they are or the outcome of the battle. If someone has less existence value and more experience and fighting prowess than his opponent, then he can defeat his opponent who has more existence value than him, and here is the same case. But even if this is the case, Veldava's pride won't allow him to admit defeat so easily. That's why he drew his sword once more and prepared to fight with Rimuru once again. But he suddenly stopped because he remembered something that might be useful. Thinking along with these lines, Veldava said to Rimuru, "Yes, you are right, Rimuru, so far, fighting with you is fun, and I really enjoyed this fight, but it's time to end this battle." The chances are very slim, but not zero, so he decided to go with it. With this, he made his move, and activated Time Stop. This is an art that utilizes the power of time manipulation to stop the flow of time entirely for a short duration. It costs an immense amount of energy to keep active, but it's not a problem for Veldava, because he has a nearly infinite amount of magic. It also offers a near-absolute victory against those who cannot move in the stopped world. Just as he activated Time Stop, the flow of time is completely frozen for all over Tensura world, resulting in a place where the laws of physics don't fully apply called the stopped world. In this place, only information particles can move freely and without any restrictions. With this, everyone around the world freezes to their place because, at this time, only two beings can move in the suspended world, and they are Veldava and Average. And, even though Velzard has the ultimate skill that allows her to move in a suspended world, she hasn't mastered that ability yet. That's why she can't move in the suspended world yet. Now that Rimuru is unable to move in suspended world, Veldava started to move towards Rimuru to attack him. Rimuru Pov. So cool, these new eyes are so cool. I guess evolving into a true dragon and upgrading my skills does make me stronger. This fight has been fun so far. But sadly, I have to end this battle now because if we don't stop, then the world might get destroyed. Yes, you are right, Rimuru, so far, fighting with you is fun, and I really enjoyed this fight, but it's time to end this battle, Veldava said to me. I guess he also wants to end this battle. That means this attack will be our last. With that in mind, I readied my sword. I decided to finish this fight on the next move, but the moment I heard Veldava's voice, I stopped moving. No, it wasn't just me who stopped. The whole world had stopped. I can feel it, but I can't move at all. What is happening? Ciel, do you know anything about this? It seems that individual Veldava has stopped the time. Yes, this is definitely the ability called Time Stop. Haha. We can't win like this. This is a fail. It may be acceptable in manga or anime that we can win even if our opponent can stop time, but in real life, it's just shocking and an inevitable defeat. Because those who cannot reach the suspended world are no match for those who can, no matter how strong they are. In fact, there was nothing I could do. I also feel that time has stopped. I thought that after gaining this much power and becoming stronger than Veldava, I would not lose. But I guess it's inevitable when the enemy can stop time. Wait a minute. If time has already stopped, then how are we even having this conversation? That's because I am part of the Master and exist in the Master's soul, not outside in the world. And thanks to the gathered information from Veldava, we can now recognize the suspended world. I am also trying to find a way to move inside the suspended world. Seriously. As expected of my Ciel. He, a smug face. Well, what kind of information did you get from Veldava anyway? I get all the information about Virtue series and Sin series skills, along with some other skills. Along with the ultimate skill creation lore to her. Mazda, I have also analyzed Stardust energy, and now it is possible to use that energy, but because of Master having turned null energy, Master didn't need that energy. I see, well, this creation lord skill sounds pretty strong, and what are exactly the Virtue series and Sin series skills anyway? And please keep it simple. As understood, Virtue series ultimate skills are skills that are based around the 7 virtues. It seems to be using words analogous to both the 4 cardinal virtues and 3 theological virtues, as well as from the second set of 7 heavenly virtues that are meant to oppose the 7 deadly sins. On the other hand, Sin series ultimate skills are skills that are based around the 7 deadly sins. They are considered to be the most powerful of the ultimate skills that an individual can obtain, only inferior to the ones having the label God in them. Sin series skills have their counterparts in virtue series skills, just as virtue series skills have their counterparts in sin series skills. Their counterparts are 1. Knowledge King Raphael equals Gluttonous King Beelzebub. 2. Covenant King Uriel equals Pitiful King Lucifer. 3. Justice King Michael equals Wrathful King Satan. 4. Patience King Gabriel equals Envious King Leviathan. 5. Charity King Rigel equals Greedy King Mammon. 6. Hope King Serial equals Slothful King Belphegor. 7. Purity King Metatron equals Lustful King Asmodeus. Damn. I have had both sin and virtue skills from the beginning. Is there any difference between Knowledge King Raphael and Wisdom King Raphael? And a quick question. What are the top 3 strongest skills? Yes, Wisdom King Raphael is a better version of Knowledge King Raphael. And the top 3 strongest ultimate skills in the Virtue series are 1. Knowledge Wisdom King Raphael. 2. Covenant King Uriel. 3. Justice King Michael. And the top 3 strongest Sin series skills are 1. Prideful King Lucifer. 2. Gluttonous King Beelzebub. 3. Wrathful King Satnal. And this is based on my opinion. Hey, wait a minute, how is my field of vision returning suddenly? And I can hear things. Is this someone flying? It's because I am manipulating the information particles, which are unaffected by time or space, and can transmit information to any point in time. This means that they can transmit information even in a suspended world. Could you tell me in a less complicated way, please? Humph. Okay, in short, the information particle is not affected by space-time, so it can move in any situation. That's why, by interfering with the information particle as a substitute for magicules, we can maintain our vision and share our information with others. In other words, interfering with the information particle is not enough to move in this situation. Yes, but worry not, Master, because I am analyzing information parts and trying to find a way to move in the suspended world. I see, then I should try to buy some time for you. Damn. Veldava, I didn't think that you could be able to stop time. I said to him. After establishing a telepathy net with him. Right now, what I am doing is putting my intention on the information particle and hitting the other person. In this case, Veldava. Ciel could now interfere with the information particle, so it's possible to do that. The reason I could see what was going on around me now is because I was reflecting the information particles. I wondered whether or not the speed of the information particles was constant in this suspended world though. You? How can you talk in the suspended world but can't move? Veldava asked me, and it seems he is confused about it. Well, I am interfering with information parts in the surroundings, putting my intentions on them, and hitting you with those information parts. It's quite a simple thing. I replied coolly to him. Rimuru, you are full of surprises. No wonder Veldora decided to become friends with you. He said it to me in a jovial voice. The master analysis of information parts has been completed. Now it is possible to evolve into a digital life form. Would you like to evolve into digital life form? Yes. Understood, starting master's evolution into digital life form. Just as Ciel said that to me, my fingertips started to twitch, and little by little, I felt my senses returning from all corners of my body. Truly, it's a blessing to have a partner like Ciel whom I can count on at any time. And before a second could pass, I was able to move my body again. I guess I am really full of surprises. Now let's end this battle. I said to him. Third person Pav. Just as Rimuru said, he moved from his spot and prepared himself to confront Veldava. While Rimuru was doing that, Veldava was completely shocked and surprised by Rimuru. He was shocked and surprised by how fast Rimuru can adapt to any situation. This fact alone makes him terrified of Rimuru. Now he understands why Rimuru has the potential to surpass him. Veldava knew that, at this point in the battle, stopping time would be just a waste of energy. Because if the opponent can also move in the stop time, then there is no advantage to keeping time stopped. So he released the suspended world, and time started again. But this didn't even affect Rimuru. As he charged towards Veldava, and they clashed once again in a deadly sword fight. Veldava knew that at this point he couldn't win this fight no matter what, even if he released all his power. Because right now, Rimuru has surpassed him in every way possible. But his pride wouldn't allow him to get defeated so easily, that's why he engaged in a sword fight with Rimuru. After some time, they separated. Veldava had some bruises on his body, while on the other hand, Rimuru didn't have a single scratch on him. Rimuru had enough of this fight, now his desire for battle has also been fulfilled. And that's why he thought that this was the time to end this battle. This was the greatest and toughest fight I ever had with my friend Veldava. I am grateful to you that you decided to fight me, and because of that, I am able to learn many things in this fight, and I have become very strong too. But this is the time to end this battle. But to help you, I will show you the greatest sword technique I have ever made. So prepare yourself to die because I will be the one who rises as a victor, Rimuru said to Veldava, showing respect to him for giving him this good fight. This is also the greatest fight I ever had, Rimuru. I am also grateful to you for giving me this good fight. Veldava also showed his appreciation to Rimuru. Now this will end this fight, void collapse. World of 1,000 blooming changes. Rimuru said this and attacked Veldava. This attack is where he coated his sword with a lot of terminal energy. And he attacked with such precision and showed such mastery over his sword that no one would tell that he was using this attack in an actual fight for the first time. Rimuru and Ciel made this attack when they were bored and had nothing else to do. So they combined a bunch of sword techniques from different mangas and also created some techniques from scratch, creating this technique, the deadliest sword technique to ever be created. And it made it even deadlier by adding the terminal energy. As if in courtesy to those who would soon perish, Rimuru generously revealed it to the world for the first time. It was a terrifying technique. The trajectory of the sword changed in thousands upon thousands of directions, slicing through the enemy, who is right now in Veldava, with elusive movements. Its power is impeccable, and it scattered the target like a flower. It was out of the realm of humans and any demon lord's reach, and seemed impossible for even true dragon. The toughness of a true dragon, combined with his mastery of the technique, must have enabled him to achieve such an incomprehensible sword technique. Veldava realized that his body was disintegrating. And before he had time to think about anything, his body started to turn into light particles. Rimuru appeared in front of him and said, "Anything you would like to say before you die? This is the greatest battle I have ever had in my life. Thanks for giving me this fight," Veldava said to Rimuru. And just like that, Veldava's soul left his current body and went some distance from there. But before the remaining energy that remains after the defeat of Veldava could completely diaper, Rimuru brought his hand in front and said, "Devour all things as that." And just like before, all the energy that was left behind, which was around 500 million, 500 m, and the released magicules in between Rimuru's and Veldava's fights, were absorbed by Rimuru. And that's how the fight between the creator of the world and the ruler of the void ended. This day was known throughout the whole cardinal world as the battle between gods. Chapter 14. Aftermath and Stats. Rimuru Pov. Well, that was quite a fight. Veldava gave me a really good fight. Right now, nearly all of the world has been destroyed as a result of our fight. Well, that was to be expected. It was a fight between two catastrophic beings. We can say that we are more than catastrophic beings. Right now, I am in good shape. I didn't take any damage, any injury, or something. It's just opposite to that right now. I am completely full of magic, and I don't have as much as a scratch on my body. Well, I should release the 3 dragon siblings. Or should I fix the damage that we caused first? Nah, it can be done later, and then I will release them. Ciel, can you release the true dragon siblings for me? Yes, master. Well, she seems quite happy. She must be happy that I am the winner of this fight. As I said, Ciel released 3 of them. As they got released, they immediately took their respective human forms. Rimuru, you did it. You become one of us now. I am not the youngest one. My sworn brother. Veldava came towards me and threw his arms around my neck. Geez, this guy is never going to learn. Well, that was a surprise. Who could have thought that Rimuru would be able to become one of us? Velzard said as she came towards us. Behind her, Velgrynd is also coming. Well, it was unexpected, but now we have a new younger brother, and he is well-mannered too. Not unlike a certain someone. Velgrynd said as she gave a side glare to Veldava. And now he is hiding behind me. Give me a break. I guess that's the way for them to show their love for them. And it seems Veldava is reviving himself right now. Hey Ciel, do all the true dragons revive themselves like Veldava, or will they take some time like us primordials? No, master, every true dragon takes a different amount of time to revive after getting killed, but Veldava is a different case. The voice of the world recognizes Veldava as a creator and god. So if he somehow gets killed, then voice of the world will revive him instantly, unless there is some misunderstanding, like Veldava said to us about his daughter's case, or unless Veldava wishes himself not to get revived. Because he is a god, he can revive himself anytime he wants, even if it takes only seconds. Damn, that's a pretty convenient ability he got there. And what are they saying about me being their sibling? Is it true, Ciel? No? Master is only related to true dragons by species, like how all humans are the same species, but they are not related to each other like that. They think that Master is their sibling because now Master has his own dragon factor, and Master also belongs to the true dragon species. But they are born naturally as natural phenomena, and they also belong to Veldava's lineage, the series of creation, while on the other hand, Master does not belong to Veldava's lineage. Master has his own lineage, the lineage of void, and Master belongs to the series of nothingness. So basically, the Master is not their sibling, and the Master is also superior to them in all aspects. Well, you don't have to say anything about superior things, but now I understand a little better. Telling them that I am not their sibling is easy, but explaining to them all this lineage and series of things will be hard. And one more question. Now that I have evolved into a true dragon, does that mean I am no longer a primordial demon? The answer to this question will be yes or no. And it will be extremely difficult to explain Master in a way that Master will understand. I don't get it. What do you mean by yes and no? But are you saying that I am stupid? No, it's just your imagination. You know what? Forget it. You just tell me the simplest way possible. Understood, it's like this. The master is reincarnated in the body of a true dragon. And now master is a true dragon with still having powers of primordial. It's like the master has reincarnated again in the body of a true dragon, having all of the previous skills and powers, and still having the essence of a primordial. In short, a master can call himself both a primordial demon and a true dragon. Well, I get the gist of it. Now, basically, I am both a true dragon and a primordial at the same time. But more of a true dragon. Yes, something like that. Well, that answers everything. Now on to the dragon siblings. Well, guys, you're wrong, because I am not your sibling, it's just that we are the same species. You can say it like that, like humans who are all the same species, but not related to each other. I said to them, clearing up the misunderstanding. Explain to me, Rimuru, I don't understand. Didn't you become a true dragon right now? Doesn't that make you one of us? Veldora asked me. Velzard and Velgrynd also nodded in agreement with Veldora. It seems like he doesn't want to be the youngest in the true dragon family. Well, you see, it's like this. I don't know how to explain this to you, I said it in frustration. I also didn't understand all of it. They were going to say something, but suddenly magic started to gather at a point. It was coming from everything, magic started rising from the ground. The amount continued to rise and rise. All the magic in the surrounding area continued to gather, be it from the air or the ground. Anything that's near its magic was ripped from it. The magic continued to gather. Soon, the quantity had already exceeded the amount that could be considered safe. And it stopped. There were enough magicules for Veldava's body to take shape. His soul started to make a body from the magic. And now, the only thing left is to allow the soul to inhabit the magicules and take root. The magicules continue to swirl and twirl around in random directions before finally taking shape. The magicules slowly formed what appeared to be the transparent body of a dragon. The body doesn't materialize. The magicules got denser and denser, and finally they created the body. A large roar was generated by the dragon that could be heard by several continents far away, if they were still there. Now Veldava's resurrection is nearly complete. As Veldava's soul got more and more accustomed to his body, his energy and auras started to emanate from it. His aura alone was very big, it also contained stardust. And then the dragon transformed into its human form. Now transformed into his human form, Veldava started to approach us. Yes, what Rimuru is saying is true, he is just the same species as us, but he is not our sibling. Veldava said to them. Can you please explain that to us, big brother? Velgrynd asked Veldava. I will, but not now, maybe some time later. For the time being, you guys only need to know that Rimuru is a true dragon, but he is not our sibling. He said to them. Well, I guess that's it then. That means Veldora is still the youngest amongst us. Velzard said. Veldora heard her, but he pretended that he wasn't here and instead approached me. Well, you are a sibling or not, it doesn't matter. You are still my true brother. Veldora said, and he brought his fist in front of me for a fist bump. Yeah, you are right, it doesn't matter. We are still brothers. I said to Veldora, and we first bumped while smiling. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. Well, I appreciate that you consider each other brothers, but I think we should fix this and go somewhere where we can actually stay. Veldava said to us, bringing us back to reality. Yeah, you are right. Leave it to me. I will do that. Just give me some space. I said to them. Time skip. A few days later. It's been a few days since everything was finished, and I, Ciel, restored everything like nothing had happened in the first place. Even we are able to resurrect nearly all the people who were dead. But sadly, Ciel didn't alter their memories and made them forget that something like this ever happened. She said that everyone should know that the new true dragon, me, is the strongest true dragon. And she didn't even listen to me. After that, all of us came here on God's mountain. And I, Ciel, created a 2-story house from my previous world. If we look from the outside, it looks like it is a small house big enough for a family of 6 people. But on the inside, it's a different case. Because Ciel made this house like we can have as much space on the inside and from the outside, it will remain the same. This house consists of 6 bedrooms, 1 for each of us, and 2 extra rooms for the guests. If we even have any, in each bedroom, 1 bathroom is attached to take a bath. It also has a kitchen and a big living room. There was a big garden in front of the house that had a bunch of different flowers in it. And in the backyard, there is a big hot spring. I don't know how she made that, but who cares about that? It has 2 sections, 1 for women and 1 for men. The living room and kitchen are on the ground floor, while on the first floor are bedrooms. And on the roof, it has a huge swimming pool. All in all, it's a dream house for any human. Right now, I am sitting in my room. And Veldava is explaining to others that I am not their sibling in the living room. I wonder how strong I have gotten since my evolution into a true dragon. Hey Ciel, any things that I should know from the information you have gained from Veldava? And any other things? Yes, Master, there are several things. First, I have found out that all the Virtue series skills have a control circuit in them, and Justice King. Michael is the head of the Virtue series skills. And anyone who has Justice King. Michael can control the people who have skills from the Virtue series and Angelic series. It's not good. Not good at all. Why would Veldava create something like that? Too much of a problem. But hey, right now, Veldava is in the possession of Michael. And Velzard and Velgrynd also have skills from the Virtue series, right? I also had a Virtue series skill before, so does that mean anyone who has Michael control me? Yes, currently Veldava is in the possession of Michael, and also Velzard has the Virtue series skill Patience King. Gabriel, and Velgrynd has Charity King. Rigel. And no master had Virtue series skills before, but after the integration of those skills, the master has no connection with those skills. In other words, it is impossible to control, master. Then there is no need to worry. And Veldava would never do anything like that. But after Veldava's death, anyone who will obtain this skill can't say anything about them. Are you able to destroy that control circuit? Yes, I can do that, but I recommend not doing it. And why is that? Because Veldava has made these skills like these. He must have thought that if in the future someone strong who has one of the Virtue series skills is not a good person, and has any ill intent towards his creation, he will be able to control them. So I suggest instead of altering Justice King. Michael, we should evolve the skills of Velgrynd and Velzard like how Master has evolved his skills. And also, it seems Veldora's unique skill Chaos Storm has evolved into Thunder King. Indra. I see you have some points. So we will go with you and evolve Velzard and Velgrynd's skills. And damn, now Veldora also has 2 ultimate skills. Hey Ciel, can you integrate Veldora's 2 skills just like mine? I would like to give a gift to him. Yes, that is possible. Then we will do that. Now, could you run an appraisal on me? I want to see how strong I have become. Understood. Name. Rimuru-tempest. Race. True Dragon Supreme Chaotic Divine Spirit, True Demonic Dragon Body, Digital Life Form. Titles. The Embodiment of Nothingness. The Ruler of Void, Chaos Creator, True Demon Lord, Void Dragon, the 5th True Dragon, Primordial Silver, Progenitor of the Silver. Gender. Male. Nickname. Argent, Buddy. Given by Veldora. Existence value. 1,040,005,050, 1.04b. 800M, Rimuru plus 15M Sword plus 225M True Dragon Release. 800,050, 800M. Plus 15M Sword, plus 225M True Dragon Release. 84M Veldora plus 74M Velzard plus 67M Velgrynd, AN, they are not in their prime yet. They can still become strong. Intrinsic skills. Dragon Spirit Hockey, Universal Sentience, Universal Shapeshift, Information Particle Manipulation. AN. After becoming a digital life form, he gained a new intrinsic skill, Information Particle Manipulation. Manas. Ciel. Subskills. 1. All of Creation. The ability to comprehend any non-concealable phenomena in this world. 2. Alteration. The ability to modify and evolve skills. 3. Analytical Appraisal. The ability to analyze and assess the target. 4. Attribute Conversion. 5. Chant Annulment. The ability to eliminate the need for chanting when using magic. 6. Future Attack Prediction. The ability to predict attacks in the form of light trails. The terrifying property of this skill is not its ability to predict, but that whatever it predicts is guaranteed to happen. 7. Law Domination. Gives the user absolute control over all laws of the world, magical or scientific, from the 5 basic elements of earth, water, fire, wind, and space, down to the properties of gravity, heat, and inertia, etc. It also allows the use of skills obtained through the food chain. Parallel Operation. The ability to detach analysis of phenomena from the mind. 9. Synthesize Separate. Allows the user to merge 2 things together or split things apart into more basic components. 10. Thought Acceleration. The ability to accelerate the thought processing speed of the user by hundreds of millions of times. 11. Thought Domination. Allows for the manipulation of one's targets to ensure they follow orders. 12. Worlds Knowledge. Upgraded version of previous Earth's knowledge, which now has knowledge of both worlds. 13. Food Chain. The ability to freely replicate the skills of the user's subordinates, while also enabling the user to grant their subordinates any skills they are compatible with. Furthermore, the user's power also grows whenever their subordinates grow stronger. 14. All Thing Creation. The ability to create anything, including skills, memories, souls, and matter. Ultimate Skill. 1. Void God. Azteth. Subskills. 1. Soul Consumption. A super-enhanced version of predation gluttony that can devour the target soul, ignoring space-time. It can also devour space and time itself. 2. Imaginary Collapse. The unlimited amount of destructive energy tunnel that fills imaginary space, and is able to be used at full efficiency with the assistance of Ciel. 3. Imaginary Space. The Chaos World. The ultra-evolved versions of stomach and isolation have unlimited size. It's a prison where those who need to be quarantined are locked up. 4. Food chain. The ability to freely replicate the skills of the user's subordinates, while also enabling the user to grant their subordinates any skills they are compatible with. Furthermore, the user's power also grows whenever their subordinates grow stronger. 5. True Dragon Release Storm, Scorch, Frost. A variant of parallel existence that allows for Velzard, Velgrynd, and Velzard, as well as their power, to exist simultaneously assimilated with Rimuru and active in the outside world. When activated, another body of Velzard, Velgrynd, and Velzard is created, and all of Rimuru's energy that would have otherwise belonged to them is loaned back. It can be undone with the respective True Dragon's consent, and after doing so, all of their energy will return to Rimuru. 6. True Dragon Nucleation Storm, Scorch, Frost. If Velzard, Velgrynd, and Velzard's energy is not currently lent by True Dragon Release, it can instead be materialized into the form of a spherical core. The core contains all of their energy as if it were their body, and can be slotted into Rimuru's sword, creating an unmatched weapon. 7. Eyes of Destruction. Allow the user to nullify or destroy anything in their field of vision, including magic, skill-based attacks, and every type of barrier. It's not limited to the ultimate level. It can even destroy enemy barriers and space-time itself. 8. Space-time Domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. Also, users can stop time and activate suspended world at will. 9. Reality Domination. It allows the user to manipulate reality however they want. 10. Life and Death Control. The absolute control over the elements life and death. Also, it includes rewriting information about the soul and stealing the body's energy. 11. Multiple Parallel Existence. A stronger version of parallel existence where all bodies have an equal amount of power to the original. Also, it is possible to descend to give less power to other bodies. 12. Law Domination. Gives the user absolute control over any and every law of the world, magical or scientific, from the 5 basic elements of earth, water, fire, wind, and space, down to the properties of gravity, heat, and inertia, etc. It also allows the use of skills obtained through the food chain. 13. Multi-dimensional Barrier. It is a barrier-type skill that achieves absolute defense through the utilization of an always-active multi-layer barrier, in combination with Dimension Fault, the upgraded version of Distortion Field, Uriel's Absolute Defense, and Michael's Castle Gourd. It boasts a foolproof defense against any and every type of attack. It doesn't matter what the nature of the attack is. Its performance is above that of even Uriel's Absolute Defense and Michael's Castle Gourd. 14. Space-Time Leap. The user can travel anywhere he desires as long as he has the desired location information available, ignoring anything in its path, even space and time. It is possible to travel on different timelines and dimensions. 2. Harvest God. Shub Nigirath. Subskills. 1. All Thing Creation. The ability to create anything the user desires, including skills, memories, souls, and matter. Also, users can create brand new skills and recreate skills based on data obtained from analysis in the food chain. 2. Skill Gifting. Allows the user to grant skills to a target, assuming they're compatible. 3. Information Bank. Stores the data of all analyzed skills so they can be recreated later. Also stores all the gathered information that can be accessed at any time the user wants. Extra skills. Hell Flames, Black Lighting, Thought Communication, Perfect Memory, Sleep, etc. Magic. Primitive magic, obtained from the information taken from Veldava, True Dragon Magic, Void Magic, Storm Magic, Scorch Magic, Frost Magic, All Magic, obtain other types of magic from the information taken from Veldava. Nullification. Pain Nullification. Infinite Soul Regeneration. Physical Attack Nullification. Spiritual Attack Nullification. Soul Attack Nullification. Natural Attack Nullification. Mental Attack Nullification. Abnormal Condition Nullification. Holy Demonic Attack Nullification. Arts. 1. Void Collapse. The World of 1,000 Blooming Changes. 2. Imaginary Blade. 3. Imaginary Force. 4. The Secret Art of Implantation. 5. Secret Art of Resurrection. Returns the available and intact soul of a deceased target to its body, reviving the target. 6. Secret Art of Revival. Regenerates the damaged soul of a deceased target, making it possible to resurrect the target with the Secret Art of Resurrection. 7. Secret Art of Spiritualization. Transforms the target's material body into a spirit body to protect their spiritual and astral bodies, effectively transforming the target into a spiritual life form that can survive without a material body, while safely and surely inheriting the knowledge, experience, and authority they have acquired. Equipments. 1. Rimuru's current sword. Sword. Unnamed. Grade. Genesis grade. Existence value. 15 million. 15M. 2. Extra sword. Sword. Unnamed. Grade. Genesis grade. Existence value. 15 million. 15M. That concludes all. Damn, what kind of bullshit is this? I know that I am strong, but this is absurd. This is total absurdity. Are you sure that you did the right analysis? Are you doubting me, Master? Me, your eternal partner. I didn't expect this from you, Master, in a disheartened and almost crying voice. Stop faking. Hey, don't cry. It's not like I am doubting you, it's just that I am surprised by my own power. That's it, nothing much. In a panicked voice. Fufu, don't worry, Master. I know you will never do that. Well, aside from that, how the fuck my existence value increased to direct 800 million, if we don't count True Dragon release? Didn't it's just 73M before? This is insane. Master, your magic was 73 million before your evolution, but after your evolution, it became a little more than 200 million. Then why is there a total of 800,000? It's because when Master absorbed the attack that Veldava threw at you, I converted it into Master's energy. At that time, Master's energy became 300 million, and after Master devoured the remaining energy of Veldava after defeating him, I also at that time converted that energy into Master's energy, and then Master's energy became a total of 800 million. In a proud voice. AN. It's like when Rimuru devoured Michael and Vol. 19 and turned into his energy. It's like 200 million Rimuru plus 100 million Veldava's attack plus 500 million Veldava's remaining energy. So you are the mastermind behind all of this, huh? Well, what happened is happening now, and we can do nothing about it. Now let's just go with it. And it seems like I represent destruction and nothingness, while on the other hand, you represent creation and everythingness. Master can say it like that. And my swords are not named, huh? Should I name it or not? Nah, I will just name it and say what is going to happen to it anyway. With that, I took my sword in my hand and said, from now on, your name will be the Sword of Destruction and Nothingness. Chronos. And guys, I know that it's a name from another anime, but even after thinking for a long time, I was unable to come up with a good name, so I just took this name. Just as my sword started to glow brightly, after some seconds, my sword returned to its back, and it seemed it had become stronger. Well, now getting stronger is just a normal thing for me, I guess. Hahaha. Hey, Ciel, do you know what happened to my sword? It seems that Master, after you named the sword, has recognized you, and only used Master, and besides you, no one will be able to use this sword, expect me. So what will happen to anyone who tries to use this sword? If anyone other than us tries to use this sword, they won't be able to. For them, this sword is just a normal, unique, or below-grade sword. And the sword will start to drain their life energy from them. I see now no one will be able to use my sword, huh? Now about the other sword. I said that, and then I took the second sword in my hand. Your name will be the Sword of Creation and Everythingness. Militia. Just as I said, the second sword also glowed and became stronger. And guys, I know that it's a name from another anime, but even after thinking for a long time, I was unable to come up with a good name, so I just took this name. Ciel, I would like to give this second sword, Militia, to you as a gift for everything you have done for me. I am eternally grateful to you, Master, for this. And it seems I have become the strongest in the world. Yes. Master is the current strongest person in the world. What do you mean by the current strongest? I mean exactly what I said. Master is the current strongest person in the world. But Master is not the strongest person in entire existence yet. Master is the second strongest person in existence. The strongest person is Veldava. If Veldava were in his prime state, then he would have defeated the Master without any difficulty. Well, that's to be expected, he is a god and creator after all. But I don't think becoming stronger than I already am is possible. No, Master. There's a way for a Master to become the strongest person in their entire existence. Is there? Then please enlighten me. Yes, Master, in the information that I have obtained from individual Veldava, there is a spell called Chronos saltation that will send the person who is attacked by this spell to the end of space and time. And if that spell is used on the Master, then the Master will become the strongest person in all of existence. Chapter 15. The Confession and the First Night. From the previous chapter. Yes, Master, in the information that I have obtained from individual Veldava, there is a spell called Chronos saltation that will send a person who is attacked by this spell to the end of space and time. And if that spell is used on the Master, then the Master will become the strongest person in all of existence. Could you please tell me what this spell does exactly? Third person POV. Yes, Chronos saltation could also be called space-time transfer, with its effects multiplied by time stop. The user halts the flow of time almost everywhere, leaving only the target to be bathed in the flow of time. The world reacts to the unnatural distortion and expels the target across space and time to the distant future. When taken to the extreme, it's possible for the target to be thrown to the end of space-time, also known as the void, where entropy across the universe is at its highest. And it is filled with nihility energy, which is trillions of trillions times stronger than terminal energy. If the Master were to be thrown into the end of space-time, the chances of the Master's survival would total 80%. It's because when Master is thrown to that place, Master will enter a sleep-like state, and Master's body will start to absorb the healthy energy, because Master has the void attribute. And it is most likely that the Master's current null energy will evolve into this healthy energy. Because Masters have the void attribute, they will be able to control this energy. Are you sure that it is worth risking our lives? You know it's still only 80%. And if I enter a sleep-like state, then what will you do all this time? Are you also going to enter a sleep-like state? Yes, Master, I am sure that it will be worth risking our lives. And no, Master will only enter a sleep-like state, and I will be awake all the time. You will do this. In a shocked voice. Yes. I am Master's eternal partner after all. Bound by the soul. After hearing this, Rimuru is overwhelmed by love for Ciel. He already loved Ciel, but he never said that to her. Once, he said that, but it's just in the flow of conversation. But this is the final blow for him. He could not hold it anymore. He made up his mind that he was going to confess his feelings to Ciel. After gathering all his courage, he said to Ciel, Ciel, is it possible to create a multiple parallel existence, and shift your consciousness in that body? Yes, it is possible. Confused. Then please do that. Understood. Thus as Ciel said, a clone of Rimuru formed in front of Rimuru, and its previous manly features disappeared, and it became an androgynous body. Also, its eyes turned gold to crimson red. It is a sign that Ciel has transferred her consciousness into that body. Actually, Ciel is an androgynous entity, but she and Rimuru consider herself female, but in reality, she has no gender. She only has a female voice. Now in clone, Ciel looks towards Rimuru in confusion because she doesn't know what Rimuru is thinking. Ciel, there is something that I would like to tell you. Rimuru said it in a nervous voice. Rimuru is very nervous right now because, in his previous and current lives, he hasn't had any experience with women, and this is his first confession. Yes, Master, what is it? Ciel asked Rimuru, oblivious to his thoughts. Well, you see. There is a thing. Ciel, you have been with me since I was born in this world. You are with me in my fights. You are with me in any and every type of situation. First, when I was reincarnated here in this world, I was lonely. But after that, you came in the form of the great sage and gave me company. That time, you didn't have any emotions, but still, just having you made my loneliness go away. And then you started to show a little emotion. When you started to show emotions, I was very happy. I was happy because you, my partner, are starting to understand emotions. Then later in the fight with Moir and Rouge, you evolved and became Raphael. After that, you started to show more emotion. You also started to give me advice on your own without my asking. And when you saved me in the fight with Velgrynd, I realized that I was starting to fall for you. But I was not sure at that time. And after that, you once again evolved into Monas. Ciel developed and gained ego, and became the ultimate existence comparable to true dragons. And also, you are starting to understand emotions a lot better. And when we were together in the underworld and I was teaching you about emotions, I was sure that I would completely fall for you. But at that time, I didn't have enough courage to tell you that I loved you. And then we met Veldava and fought with him. In that fight, I was sure that I was going to die. But then again, you saved me. And my love for you only increased. But now I have gathered enough courage to confess my feelings to you. Rimuru sat and kneeled in front of Ciel, bringing a box in his hand. Actually, Rimuru had just made these rings right now using one of his skills, all thing creation. It was made from a mixture of gold, platinum, and Hehiurking. Normally it is impossible to create something like that, but with his skill, it is possible, and he also coated these rings with some null energy, to increase their durability. Right now, Ciel's face is completely red from embracement. She has been waiting for this moment her entire life. She also loves Rimuru a lot, but because she doesn't understand emotions that well, she doesn't know how to confess her feelings to Rimuru. But now, here in front of her, Rimuru is confessing his feelings for her, which is making her extremely happy. Right now, she is in a state of complete bliss. Her lifelong wish had come true. Rimuru is confessing his feelings to her. So Ciel, I love you. I love everything about you. I love your voice, I love your hobby of analyzing new things, I love your hobby of experimenting with skills, and I love how you take care of me. Ciel, I have completely fallen for you. I love you. Will you marry me? Rimuru said that and opened the box. In that box, there are 2 rings. The first ring is a silvery blue ring with a bluish-black diamond on top of it. The second bluish-silver ring has a red diamond on top of it. The first ring represents Rimuru and his nothingness, while on the other hand, the second ring represents Ciel and her everythingness. Seeing this, tears of joy came into Ciel's eyes, and her love for Rimuru only increased. I love you too, Master. I love everything about you. I love your kindness, I love your rage, I love your compassion, and I love your voice. I love you too, Master. I would love to marry you, Master. Ciel said to Rimuru in a shaky but happy and blissful voice. After hearing this, tears of joy also came into Rimuru's eyes. And he stands up, takes Ciel's hand, and puts the golden ring into Ciel's ring finger. Ciel also took Rimuru's hand and put the other ring on Rimuru's ring finger. As of this moment, you are no longer Ciel. From now on, you will be known as the wisest person in entire existence, the one who can create anything, the embodiment of everythingness. The goddess of knowledge and wisdom, Ciel-Tempest, my wife. Wife of Rimuru-Tempest, the embodiment of nothingness. The ruler of void, Rimuru declared. Just as he said, Ciel's body started to glow. After hearing this, Ciel is overwhelmed by emotions. The previous difficulty in understanding emotions was nowhere to be seen. Now she can understand emotions very well. In this newfound situation, Ciel is unable to conceal her own overwhelming power again. Ciel-Tempest, the embodiment of everythingness, is the goddess of knowledge and wisdom. Her love for Rimuru only increased by this. I am Ciel, Ciel-Tempest, the embodiment of everythingness. The goddess of knowledge and wisdom. I am now eternally blissfully happy forever. Meanwhile, evolution's time has come. With the increased love, the evolution came. Conditions has been met. Now the Manas. Ciel will evolve into the supreme Manas. Ciel-Tempest, the wisest person in entire existence, the one who can create anything, the embodiment of everythingness. The goddess of knowledge and wisdom. The voice of the world announced this to Rimuru and Ciel. Creating a soul for individual Ciel-Tempest was successful. The merging souls of individual Ciel-Tempest and Rimuru-Tempest were successful. Creating material, physical, and spherical bodies for individual Ciel-Tempests was successful. Merging material, physical, and spherical bodies for individual Ciel-Tempests was successful. Changing gender to female for individual Ciel-Tempests was successful. That concludes the evolution. And now Ciel is in existence that is similar to that of a true dragon, only without dragon form and dragon factor, which can materialize themselves just with their spiritual bodies. And about merging souls, I will explain that later in the chapter. Thus as voice of the world announced, the clone of Rimuru, which Ciel is using, disappeared, and a new body started to materialize. But this body is different from Rimuru's body, it's a female body. This body has bluish silver hairs, different from Rimuru's. Rimuru's hairs are more of a silver and slightly bluish color, while on the other hand, this new body, which is Ciel, has more of a blue and a little silver color. Ciel's eyes, which were crimson red before, became more sharp and beautiful. If one were to say, it penetrates through one's soul. Her face became more feminine and beautiful, and she became the most beautiful person to ever live. Her beauty even surpasses that of Velzard and Velgrynd, who are exceptionally beautiful. Previously, when she was just a Manas and androgynous, her face was somewhat similar, but instead of manly, it was more androgynous. But now, after her evolution into Supreme Manas, her face has become completely different from Rimuru's. Rimuru is a man, while Ciel is a female. Now they are not even slightly identical to each other. And following her face, her full body started to change. Her chest area became bigger. And her breasts become slightly bigger than normal C-cup breasts, but not D-cup breasts. An ideal size for any person. Her curves were perfect. All in all, she became the most beautiful person in her entire existence. Her height is now 180 centimeters, 5 feet, 11 inches. She appeared to be between 18 and 20 years old, with long bluish colored hair with a slight silver color on it. Her hairs are long enough to reach a little more than her lower back. Right now, her main outfit consists of black pants and a white sleeveless long shirt, accented with white boots and white stripes, respectively. The arms have black detached long sleeves with golden ornaments at the top, as well as a golden collar piece around the neck. The black rope-like belt has a metal loop at the back for the purpose of tying the scabbard of a sword. The intercourse outfit of Rimuru from LN, but instead of a black shirt, she wears a white shirt, and instead of a black belt-like thing, she wears a white belt-like thing. Now in a new body, Ciel opened her eyes. I, the Supreme Manas. Ciel-Tempest, this is my name. I am the one who can create anything, I am the embodiment of everythingness. The goddess of knowledge and wisdom and the first wife of Rimuru-Tempest, I am the embodiment of nothingness. The ruler of void. I, the other half of Rimuru-Tempest, will remain by your side, Lord Rimuru, even at the end of space and time, and I will always keep an eye out for you. So please take care of me, Master. Ciel concurred. Her voice is not robotic anymore. Now her voice is filled with passion, love, happiness, and care. Did you just say first? Are you saying that I can have multiple wives? And could you please tell me what exactly means when the voice of the world says that our souls are merged? Rimuru asked Ciel in a choked voice. Right now, he doesn't understand even a little bit of what Ciel means. Well, first, about merging our souls, because originally I was born within a master's soul as a unique skill. That's why our souls cannot survive without each other, they are inseparable. It is impossible to separate our souls. And here merging means does not apply combining. Here merging means the soul is connected with the master's soul, and it is covering the master's soul. It's like if we consider an object to be the master's soul and a blanket to be my soul, then it's like the blanket is covering the object. It's like my soul is hugging the master's soul. The second is, Master, I know that there is a possibility that in the future you may have to marry other women, and I will accept it, but only if they are worthy to be your wives. But still, I will be your first wife. Ciel said to Rimuru in a matter-of-fact tone. Well, I see that makes sense, and I can feel the warmth and love in your emotions that are coming from your soul. And please call me by my name from now on, we are married now. I don't know if I will marry any other woman in the future or not. But I know one thing. You will always be my first wife, and I will always love you from the bottom of my heart, no matter what. And we will be together forever, even if it's at the end of space and time, Rimuru said. After saying that, Rimuru looked towards Ciel with eyes full of love and passion, and a little bit of lust. Ciel also looked towards Rimuru with the same love and passion-filled eyes. After a short period of silence, Rimuru took the first step and brought his face towards Ciel's face, and it came closer until their lips met. Seeing Rimuru's actions, Ciel is completely shocked and surprised, but she did not back down, and returned the kiss to Rimuru. Warning. Lemon Star, please read for only 18+ people. And if you are under 18 and still reading it, then you can do anything you want, because I can't do anything about it. Rimuru and Ciel kissed each other, and their kiss gradually became much more intimate and intense, as they were now caressing each other's bodies while making out. Rimuru became more aggressive and tried to enter his tongue in Ciel's mouth, and Ciel also didn't resist and allowed Rimuru to enter his tongue in her mouth. Now their kiss is becoming more intense. Now Rimuru is groping her chest, while on the other hand, Ciel is caressing Rimuru's body. Rimuru is now taking off Ciel's clothes. And Ciel knows about this kind of thing because when she was just newly evolved into Manas and did not understand emotions very well, after seeing Rimuru read some erotic mangas, she also got curious, so she did some research on this subject. But after realizing what he was doing, Rimuru stopped in the middle and looked towards Ciel. Is this okay with you? He asked Ciel. Ciel nodded passionately and bashfully in confirmation. After that, Rimuru kissed Ciel's collarbone and neck, making her breath rigid, and moaned in delight. The two took off each other's clothes until they were only left with undergarments. They went to bed and started to make out. Rimuru, after hearing Ciel's louder moans, creates a sound barrier that keeps their sound only in their room. Now it's impossible from the outside to hear what is going on inside. Ciel kissed Rimuru more passionately and aggressively than before and held tighter to him. Now she also has some lust in her eyes. She grinds her body on Rimuru from time to time, and makes him grunt in pleasure. Rimuru took off her bra and saw the twin pair of boobs. He kissed one of them and started to suck it, while his other hand started to squeeze the other, making Ciel moan louder. AHN Master AHN. On. They separated after a heavy makeout session. And Rimuru looked towards Ciel with a serious expression on his face. Ciel, now that we are married and I also told you to call me by my name, then why don't you call me by my name? Rimuru asked Ciel with complete seriousness. Master, I can't do that. Ciel said to Rimuru, averting her eyes from Rimuru. And why is that? Oh, don't say that you have some kind of fetish like I saw in some mangas to call me Master, Rimuru asked Ciel in surprise and curiosity. To his question, Ciel didn't reply. Instead, she hid her face in her hands, which have now become as red as tomatoes from the embarrassment. Fu is my Ciel-chan has a Rimuru teased Ciel a little, and returned to their makeout session. After some time, they separated, and Ciel took off Rimuru's underwear, showing his cock standing 6.5 inches long. And I did some research on it, and I found out that 6.5 inches of the penis is the best size to pleasure a woman. And the oversized penis only hurts a woman during intercourse. Also, I am a medical student, so if you know about something different than this, then please tell me in the comments. She looked toward it with love and passion. Rimuru also took off her pants, which were wet because of her arousal and previous makeout session, revealing her wet pink virgin pussy. Rimuru then turns off all of his nullifications as a sign of surrendering himself to his lover. He wanted to experience her for the first time to the fullest, and feel her from the bottom of his heart. Ciel sensed that Rimuru removed his nullifications, and sensed his intentions that he wanted to feel her, which made her heart swoon in joy. She also turned off her nullifications. She is able to turn off her nullifications, or in fact, she has nullifications in the first place, because their souls are connected, and because of that, they share the same skills, magic, nullifications and magicules, equipment, and even existence value. Then Rimuru slowly put her hand on her pussy, which was at this time really wet. Then he put one finger in it. And I started fingering her. Ah, Master, Ciel moaned. Just hearing her say his name made him really turn on. Then he looked towards Ciel and smirked. You don't need to be so shy, Ciel Cha, and we are married after all. Fu, he teased Ciel more and put another finger in her pussycat. Ah, it feels so good, Master. Ciel said while moaning, and then Rimuru removed his fingers from her pussycat, bent down, and inserted his tongue in it. After nearly 10 minutes, Ciel finally coomed. Now Rimuru stood up and looked towards Ciel, who was breathing hard and whose legs were drenched in her own cum. Rimuru took his one hand, which was drenched in Ciel's cum, near his face, and slowly licked that cum. "You're so delicious, my little Ciel-chan fufufu," Rimuru said to Ciel while liking his hand. After hearing this, Ciel became more embarrassed. Ciel stood up from the bed, went over to Rimuru, and said, "Master, you make me feel good, now it's my turn to make you feel good." Ciel sat and bent down to the facing Rimuru's cock. "Now just relax and let me make you feel good," Ciel said to Rimuru. Ciel said that and started to stroke his cock a little. Just by Ciel stroking it, Rimuru started to grunt in pleasure. Then Ciel kissed the tip of his cock, sending shivers of pleasure to Rimuru's non-existent spine. She started to slowly take his cock in her mouth and move up and down slowly. And after going slow for a little, she started to go fast. And Rimuru started to grunt in pleasure more. Ciel, your mouth really feels good." "Ah." Rimuru said this to Ciel while grunting in pleasure. After hearing him say that, her chest filled with pride. And she started to go at a faster rate. After some time, Rimuru said, "Ah, I am going to cum Ciel Rimuru said, and cummed in Ciel's mouth. "Master, you also taste good." Ciel said this after swallowing Rimuru's cum. "I guess now we should go to the main part," Rimuru said to Ciel. Ciel just nodded and lay down on the bed. Rimuru went to Ciel and put his cock on her wet pussycat. Rimuru is rubbing his cock in Ciel's pussy. She is also moaning a little in pleasure just by being touched by Rimuru. She looks towards Rimuru, her husband, and says, "Master, now are you going to put it in?" Ciel asked, looking straight into her eyes. There is a tint of pink on her cheeks. "Is that alright?" he asked her. "Yes, please," Ciel said in a voice full of love. He nodded and slowly entered his cock in her virgin pussycat as he ripped through the entrance. She felt a little pain as her hymen was being broken. She is feeling pain because she and Rimuru turned off their nullifications. "Arg. He continues as the full length enters her. "It hurts," Ciel said. "Don't worry, Ciel. I won't move until you are comfortable," Rimuru said to her. Ciel moaned. "Ah. Master, you can move now," Ciel said, and Rimuru started to move. Rimuru increased his pace a little, and Ciel started to moan more. Her moaning is like music to his ears. Then he put her legs on his shoulder so that he could go faster and deeper. "Master, ah. Kiss me," Ciel said, and he immediately kissed her. They are holding hands while they are kissing. The faster Rimuru moves, the more Ciel's breasts shake. This lasts about 15 minutes. They once changed their position while doing it. And now Rimuru is lying down, and Ciel is riding on his cock. "Master, I'm going," Ciel said. "Me too, I can't hold it any longer," Rimuru replied to her after he said that their voice of moaning had increased. They were lucky that Rimuru had put up a sound barrier at the time they were starting. Master Ciel moaned loudly and coughed. "Yes, Ciel," he replied to her, gave the one final thrust, and poured all the cum inside Ciel. After that, Ciel fell top on Rimuru. "Haha, that was great, Master," Ciel said to Rimuru. "It sure is," he replied to her. Are you ready for round 2? Rimuru asked Ciel. "Of course, Master," Ciel replied back to him. And they continued their love-making session for nearly all the night. Chapter 16. Chronos saltation. Rimuru Pav. As I slowly opened my eyes, I felt some light on my right side of my body. I looked down only to see the beautiful sleeping face of a naked woman. I was going to freak out, but the events that transpired last night came rushing into me. I started to smile as I remembered last night's events. We did at least 40 rounds last night and slept for only 1.5 hours. So it's all true, huh? Well, now I have the most beautiful wife in my entire existence. It seems like she is also about to wake up. Master, is it morning already? Ciel said while sitting and rubbing her eyes. How cut? I guess it's time to wake up. Yes, it's morning. Time to get up, I said. It was fun last night, I said to her as we got up from bed. Yeah, it was fun. But sadly, we have some work today. She said that, and she started to stretch her body. I can see the heavenly life. Yeah, you're right, but hey, after this, we have nothing to do. Doesn't that mean we have lots of time? I said it to her enthusiastically. Yes, you are right, Master. She also agreed with me. Yeah, now that I think about it, we are immortal beings, and after becoming a true dragon, I am something like a nature phenomenon, so I have lots of time. Now that this work is done, we can spend a lot of time together. But first, let's take a shower first. I said to her as I started to head towards the bathroom. And she also started to fall for me. On a hot bathroom sex session later. That was a really good bath, I said to no one in particular. Well, we did sex in the bathroom after all. And we did for 10 rounds too. Let's go to see everyone and talk with them, I said to Ciel. Yes, Master, but first let me return inside our souls, Ciel said to me. I don't understand. Didn't she now take human form for herself? Why does she want to return inside our souls? Is it even possible? Why do you want to return inside again? Didn't you manifest your body for yourself now? And is it even possible? I asked her because I didn't understand. Well, yes, I can create a body for me and live outside of you, and yes, it is possible to return inside our souls. She said it to me. Then why did you want to return inside our souls? I asked her again. Well, I feel more comfortable there. And it feels like I belong there. So I would like to return inside our souls. She said it to me. Well, if she feels like that, then I don't mind it. Well, I don't mind it. Do whatever you like. I said to her. And just as I said that, she opened a portal. Why are you storing your body inside the imaginary space? Can't you just manifest your body whenever you want? I asked her. If she can manifest herself whenever she wants, then there is no need for her to store her body inside imaginary space. She can just manifest her body anytime. Master, I can do that, but I would like to put this body inside imaginary space, because, in this way, if I have to manifest in front of someone, then I can just open a portal connected to imaginary space, and tell them that I live in a separate dimension or live inside our imaginary space, and in this way, no one will recognize who I actually am. She gave me a long explanation about that. Well, I can see where she is going, and personally, I don't have any problem with it. It's fine, I guess, you can do that. Just as I said, she entered the portal, and the portal closed. And now I can feel her presence inside me. How do you feel now? This feels like I am inside my home again, Master. Well, good for you, then. Now let's go and see what they are doing. As I was talking with Ciel, I came into the living room, and there were Veldora and Veldava reading manga on the shelf. It seems that their curiosity piqued, and they took the manga that I placed on the shelves. And Velzard and Velgrynd are doing some girl stuff, I guess. How are you guys? I said to them as I entered the living room. Now I have their attention. Rimuru, how could you do this to me? Veldora comes running towards me, manga in hand. Geez, this guy will never learn how to keep his voice down. And who is talking anyway? What are you talking about, Veldora? I asked him. I am talking about this, he said this while showing manga in front of my face. And what about this manga? I asked him again. I am saying that, why didn't you show me this secret text before? He said it to me. Secret text? Is he talking about manga? Do you mean manga? I asked him again. This dude, can't he just tell me what is on his mind? Yes, this manga is so entertaining, and they also have the truth about this world, he said to me. Well, I don't know that you will like manga that much. Haha, why do I sound like I am making excuses here? I see. But your thoughts were totally wrong because now I found out that these mangas have the truth of this world, and I shall read them and find it. He said it to me. Well, good for you then. I said to him, separated from him, and went over others. Now that you are here, I noticed that you have this ring that you didn't have yesterday. What type of ring is that? It was Veldava who asked me about my wedding ring. And now everyone's eyes are on me. Well, I was going to tell you later, but I guess I can tell you now. So this is my wedding ring. I said to them. Well, you were married when? How? And who? It was Velzard and Velgrynd who asked these rapid questions. Calm down, guys. Calm down. I will tell you about her, but you have to promise me that you won't tell anyone about her, as long as I won't allow it. I said to them. Now that I think about it, I can make a deal with them like I did with primordials. I will evolve their skills, and in return, they will stay quiet about my and Ciel's existence. That is a good idea, Master. Now Ciel is also agreeing with me. If it settles, then I will evolve their skills and, in return, tell them to stay quiet about us. It will be like 2 birds in 1 stone. And about Veldava, I don't need to worry about him because he won't tell anyone about it, since we also made a deal. Well guys, how about this? Let's make a deal. I said to them, taking all of their attention. What kind of deal are you talking about? This time, Velgrynd asked me excitedly, wanting to know about the deal. Well, it's like this. You will keep quiet about my and my wife's existence, as long as I tell you to, and in return, I will evolve your skills. How about that? It sounds fair to me. I told them about the deal. And now they are thinking about it. Are you talking about her? Veldora asked me. And yes, Veldora is aware of Ciel's existence. First, I only told him about Raphael, but when she evolved into Ciel, he heard about it from our soul corridor. And it seems my and Veldora's souls are different from each other's. Our soul corridor is deeper and stronger than others. I guess because we named each other, our soul corridor is like this. Yes, you are exactly right. I am talking about her. I said to him. So you two are finally together, huh? Congratulations, my friend. Veldora greeted me. Even though he acts like an idiot, he is a great friend. Thanks, Veldora, and you can greet her later. I said back to him. Well, the deal is good, and we don't have anything to lose, so we accept it. The dragon sisters said it in unison. Well, that confirms that they are sisters. And it's a good thing that no one asked me how I was able to evolve their skills. Okay, then first I will evolve your skills, then you can meet her. I said to them. Now you can use it, Ciel. Yes, Master. Finding an ultimate skill that is compatible with individual Velzard is successful. Bestowing ultimate skill compatible with individual Velzard is successful. Individual Velzard has acquired the ultimate skill Envious King, Leviathan. Integration of ultimate skills Patience King, Gabriel and Envious King, Leviathan was successful. Individual Velzard has acquired the ultimate skill Divine Ice God, Cthulhu. Finding an ultimate skill that is compatible with individual Velgrynd is successful. Bestowing ultimate skill compatible with individual Velgrynd is successful. Individual Velgrynd has acquired the ultimate skill Covenant King, Uriel. Integration of ultimate skills Charity King, Rigel and Covenant King, Uriel was successful. Individual Velgrynd has acquired the ultimate skill Divine Flame God, Cthulhu. Starting integration of individual Veldora's ultimate skills, integration of ultimate skills Investigation King, Faust and Thunder King. Individual Veldora has acquired the ultimate skill Chaos God, Nyarlathotep. That concludes the integration of the ultimate skills of individual Veldora, Velzard and Velgrynd. Whoa Ciel, you overdid it again. You just need to remove the control circuit and make their skills stronger, but you just make them multiple times stronger than before. And what's with these skills? They're all God series skills. Don't tell me you just wanted to experiment with their skills. Haha. Did you just make a smug face? It's just your imagination. We are going to talk about this later. But first, I have to hear about their skills. As understood, Veldora's ultimate skill is the strongest skill between their ultimate skills, and his skills consist of these sub-skills. 1. Chaos God, Nyarlathotep. Sub-skills. 1. Thought Acceleration. Accelerates the user's thought processing speed up to a factor of millions of times. 2. Analytical Appraisal. Analyzes and assesses the target. 3. All of Creation. The ability to comprehend any non-concealable phenomena in this world. 4. Chant Annulment. Eliminates the need for chanting when using magic. 5. Probability Manipulation. Allows the user to manipulate the probability of any outcome as they please. Against lesser targets and casual events, it can manipulate the exact outcome that the user desires with complete accuracy, but against targets of similar strength of will, it can only double the odds of a specific outcome. 6. Parallel Existence. It allows the user to split their consciousness and give flesh to independent alter egos of themselves, referred to as another body. 7. Pursuit of Truth. Allows the user to access the records of the world's events. 8. Space-time Domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. 9. Multi-dimensional Barrier. It is a barrier-type skill that achieves absolute defense through the utilization of an always-active multi-layer barrier, in combination with Dimension Fold, the upgraded version of Distortion Field. It boasts a foolproof defense against physical, elemental, and emission-type attacks. While there are attacks that could potentially break it, if the user is able to analyze the nature of the oncoming attack, they can adjust the barrier to block it. Its performance is above that of even Uriel's Absolute Guard. 10. Risk Prediction. It allows the user to sense future events that will compromise their well-being. By keeping it activated at all times, all worries of being caught off guard by surprise attacks are erased. 11. Weather Domination. It gives the user complete control over weather, allowing them to manipulate and utilize it however they want. After him, the second strongest skill among them is Velzard's skills, which consists of these sub-skills. 2. Divine Ice God, Cthulhu. Sub-skills. 1. Thought Acceleration. Accelerates the user's thought processing speed up to a factor of millions of times. 2. Analytical Appraisal. Analyzes and assesses the target. 3. All of Creation. The ability to comprehend any non-concealable phenomena in this world. 4. Eternal World. A world system skill that brings everything in the user's domain to an absolute halt, locking them in place and nullifying all kinds of attacks. 5. Space-time Domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. 6. Thermal Reducer. To a certain extent, it could reduce the physical capabilities of beings, but going too far would turn a body into ice. And, when the ability is at its greatest, probably 273.15 degrees centigrade or 459.67 degrees Fahrenheit, it could reduce heat in the body, causing the body to freeze completely. In other words, it was an ability that could freely reduce the energy composition of the target's body. 7. Thermal Domination. And after her skill, the third strongest skill among them is Velgrynd's skill, which consists of these sub-skills. 3. Divine Flame God, Cthulhu. Sub-skills. 1. Thought Acceleration. Accelerates the user's thought processing speed up to a factor of millions of times. 2. Parallel Existence. It allows the user to split their consciousness and give flesh to independent alter egos of themselves, referred to as another body. 3. Space-time Domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. 4. Dimensional Leap. Allows the user to freely locate and travel to a location, even if it's in different dimensions or worlds, as long as there's a guide or connection to it. 5. Multi-dimensional barrier. It is a barrier-type skill that achieves absolute defense through the utilization of an always-active multi-layer barrier, in combination with Dimension Fault, the upgraded version of Distortion Field. It boasts a foolproof defense against physical, elemental, and emission-type attacks. While there are attacks that could potentially break it, if the user is able to analyze the nature of the oncoming attack, they can adjust the barrier to block it. Its performance is above that of even Uriel's Absolute Guard. 6. Heat Domination. It gives the user absolute control over the concept of heat, allowing the user to manipulate and utilize the concept of heat as per the user's wishes. 7. Scorch Excitation. That is all about their skills. Damn, their skills are a lot more powerful than I thought they were. And it seems that Veldora's skill is the strongest of theirs. Good for him. Well, now part of the deal is complete, and now it's their turn. Also, it seems that their skills have stabilized too. So guys, I fulfilled my part of the deal, now you also have to fulfill your part of the deal. I said to them. Yes, thanks for this, Rimuru. I will be forever grateful to you for this, and I won't tell anyone about you. Velzard said to me, showing her gratitude. Yeah, I will also don't tell a single soul about it, but first let us meet her. Velgrynd said to me. You can count on me, Rimuru. Now with this new skill, I will become the strongest, Veldora said to me. He started doing his usual things, so we just ignored him. But he sure has the potential to become the strongest after me, Ciel, and Veldava. I wonder how strong he will become in the future. Well, I won't tell anyone about you and her either, so don't worry about me telling about anyone either. Veldava also promised me. Well, now that's good to know. You can meet her now. I said to her as a portal opened and Ciel walked in. One good meeting between Ciel and true dragons and returning Ciel inside Rimuru later. Now that they meet Ciel, I should talk with Veldava about this Chronos saltation. Hey Veldava, can we talk for a moment? I asked him, getting his attention. Yes, what is it? He asked me, giving his attention. Well, you know that spell Chronos saltation, right? I asked him. Yes, I know about it. And how did you know about that? He asked me. I guess he doesn't know that I have taken some information from him. Well, you see, when I was analyzing your dragon factor, I also analyzed you and acquired some information from you, like some skills, some magic, and also this spell. I told him. Why am I being nervous now? So it was you. I also got the feeling that time that someone was analyzing me and taking information from me, but I just shrugged it off, thinking that it was just my imagination to think you could do that. Anyway, what do you want to talk about that spell? He seems mad about it. That's good. Ciel, do you really think that this is a good idea? Just trust me, master. I can trust her, but I still want to do this. Screw this, I will just go and ask him. Well, I just want you to use that spell on me. I said to him that I was becoming as calm as I could be. Are you out of your mind or something? Do you even know what that spell does? He started to shout at me. And now everyone's attention is on us again. Well, this reaction is understandable, seeing what this spell does. And asking to use this spell on yourself just seems idiotic. But hey, I am different, you know. I know exactly what it does. I said to him in a calm voice. And still you want me to use this spell on you, he asked me again, but this time in a calmer voice than before. Yes, I still want you to use that spell on me. I have a void attribute, and because of that, I can survive there, and I also have a skill that can allow me to travel anywhere, be it past, present, or future. All I need is the information about that location. So I can come back from there. There's no need to worry about anything. I explained everything to him. If you are so confident, then I will do that. But you have to come back for her. He said it to me in the most serious way one could talk. Geez, how caring of a father is he? Don't worry about it, I promised you right, and I always complete my promises, so rest assured, I will come back. I reassured him. Sigh, if you say so, I guess I don't have any choice then. He said it in a defeated voice. Can anyone tell us what you guys are talking about? Velzard asked us in an irritated voice, and also Velgrynd and Veldora are nodding behind her in anger. I think it's the first time that those three of them agreed on the same matter. It must be a miracle or something. And now Veldava is explaining to them about the spell Chronos saltation. Like how it works and all that stuff. Sorry for this, Ciel. Because of me, you have to stay alone for who knows how much time. Don't worry, master, didn't we have an eternal partners bound by soul? To meet you again, staying alone for some time is not a big deal, so don't worry about it. I am eternally grateful to have you as my partner and wife. I am too masterful. Don't worry, when I wake up, I will give you a reward. And it seems Veldava has finished explaining to them. So are you finished, huh? I said to him as he was coming towards me. Yes, I told them everything. But are you sure about this, he asked me again. Geez, this guy. Yes, don't worry about me. I said to him. Rimuru, are you really planning to do this? It is too risky, you don't need to do this. Veldora came running and shouting towards me. Geez, this guy, how worried is he about me? Don't worry, Veldora. I will be fine. Just put your trust in me. I reassured him. Well, I know if you are saying that, then you will come back, but we are still sure about this. You are risking your life here. It was Velzard who asked me. Yeah, what your sister is saying is true. Are you sure about this? Velgrynd also asked me. Don't worry, guys, I will be fine. I said this to all of them. Well, if you say so, I guess it will be fine then. You should prepare yourself for this. Veldava said, starting the preparation for that spell. I am ready now, Rimuru, we are putting our trust in you, so don't fail us, he said it to me. Don't worry, guys, I will come back in no time. I said then. Then here goes nothing, Rimuru. Blasts away to the end of space-time. That's the last thing I heard, and all went dark.